So the Edomites are the ones ruling right now. The Edomites are the ones in power right now. Okay? So he just showed you how he feels about the Edomites. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. All right, so all this stuff that the Edomites came back and built after the Renaissance, right? Because that's when they came back into power. All right? Right? So after they built all this stuff up, the Most High said what? He's going to bring them down. Right? He's going to tear it all down. All right? So it doesn't matter, man. You're in this condition now, but it's only for a short period of time, man. Because those Edomites, those same ones who are ruling right now, they're about to be brought down. Okay? They serve their purpose. The Most High set them up for a reason, and they serve their purpose. Okay? Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. Alright, so that, in other words, the Most High is calling them the wicked. He's calling a certain race of people, certain nation, the wicked. That's what he's saying. They shall be called the border of wickedness, which means everywhere they go, wickedness will thrive. Okay? For example, homosexuality, transgenderism, GMO foods, pollution. Everywhere these Edomites, these so-called white people go, right? These so-called Caucasians, so to speak, death and destruction follows, man. All right? Those people start to die, man. Disease start to come on the rise, man. All right? But they have put so much witchcraft on these people's heads using their TV system. All right? These people look at the so-called white man as God, man. Look at all these other nations trying to bleach their skin out, man. That wasn't happening 1,000 years ago, 500 years ago, man. 200, 300 years ago. That's happening now because these Edomites have poisoned the minds of these people, man. Okay? All right? Let me read that again, verse 4, man. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. All right? Because everywhere these Edomites go, wickedness follows, man. Death follows, man. Okay? It's no coincidence that when they went into Iraq, they said they were coming to help the people, and Iraq is in the worst state that it's ever been, man. Those people are destroyed, okay? You know how much people died in Iraq, man? Hundreds of millions. Man, listen, man. The most millions of people have died since these devils have been in that country, man. Okay? Not just by gunfire, by disease. All right? The fact that they're in complete poverty, they're in hunger now. Why? Because they're stealing those natural resources that keeps their economy going, man. All right? And every nation that they come into contact with, that's the same thing these Edomites do. All right? So let me get Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. All right? Because everywhere these Edomites go, it's the same story, man. All right? Okay, this is Habakkuk 2. I'll start at verse 4. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him. All right, we're talking about the so-called white man, these Edomites, man. Their soul is not lifted up in them, upright, which means they're not righteous. They're not honorable people. Look at what they did to the Native Americans, man. Every treaty they made, them over 400 some odd treaties, they broke every last one of them. And they're still breaking treaties today, man. Okay? All right? But the just shall live by faith. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. All right? So he doesn't keep at home, he doesn't stay in his land. He wants to go to these different lands and steal what they have. Okay? I.e., example, Iraq, man. Like I said, man, Iraq is completely destroyed now that those Edomites went over there, man. Seeing that they were coming to help, man. Coming to bring democracy. That place is destroyed. That's a war zone still, man. That was like 10 years, that was 15 years ago, man. Over 15 years ago, and it's still a war zone. All right? Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, man. So these Edomites are like death, man. Like I said, everywhere they go, death, disease, all right, poverty, all right, homosexuality, everything wicked comes along with it, man. Okay? Everywhere they go, everywhere they touch. Okay? So he enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, man. He can't be satisfied, man. Like I said, man, in Iraq, that was, the 9/11 happened, what, 17 years ago, man? And they're still in Iraq, and that's still a war zone, man. Okay? Still stealing their natural resources from that place, man. Why? Because those devils can't be satisfied, man. These devils can't be satisfied, man. All right? They don't know how to say, okay, that's enough, man. All right? So Corey Holcomb and the people that were in that interview, right? He was trying to figure out why is this happening, right? The reason being is because they're the wicked. They're the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. They were put here to do this wickedness on the planet Earth, man. That's what it tells you in Revelations, the 6th chapter. All right? Only so the Most High could bring them down in a very harsh manner. All right? That's why all these things are happening. The world is breaking around them, man. That opioid epidemic is not affecting you Negroes, man. That's affecting these devils, man. Okay? All right? The suicide rate is high amongst these devils, man. They're losing it, man. Okay? The Most High is breaking down the Edomite system from the inside out, man. All right? And then it's going to be a complete destruction of their system. Okay? Let me continue with this. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? Right? Did not they go into the land of Iraq and steal all the oil, saying they were coming for peace, man? All right? What are they doing in Africa? What are they doing in these different, Syria? What are they trying to do in Syria? They're trying to steal the natural resources, man. Okay? These people are going to take up a proverb against him, man. They already started, man. They're already cursing out these devils, man. All right? Things that wouldn't happen 40 years ago, 50 years ago, man. That didn't happen 40, 50 years ago, man. But now it's happening. Why? Because these Edomites, all right, are being found out to be the devil. Okay? That's why those South Africans are kicking you crackers out the fucking land, man. All right? And killing you too. And that's a good thing, by the way. All right? That's a beautiful thing, man. All right? Because how did you get that land, man? All right? All that land that you got, you stole, man. And you killed, you murdered. All right? So the Most High is allowing them to bring that proverb against you now, man. That byword against you. Okay? All right. Let me read that again, verse 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, man, which is talking about debt, man. All right? All right, that's going into America, man, because America lays himself with thick clay. That's the chief city of these Edomites, man. That's the modern day Basra for these Edomites. Okay? So that city, right, has gathered to itself a lot of debt going to these other countries, right? Going to China, going to Pakistan, India, all these different countries have America owes them money, okay? Because they're such a consumer-based society that they consume, but they don't export. So all they do is owe these other countries money, man. Okay? I believe they're over like $1 trillion in debt to China or something like that, man. Okay? So that's an example of laying themselves with thick clay. Let me get Revelations, the 6th chapter. Because like I said, man, these Edomites were put here for a reason, man. They were put here to be the wicked. They were put here to bring death and destruction. All right? If you're trying to get them to do anything outside of that, then you're out of order. All right, that's really being wicked. All right, because you're trying to go against the Most High, man. The Most High didn't get these devils to do righteousness, man. All right, He didn't create them to be righteous. He created them to be the wicked. All right. So you trying to go against go against that? That's you challenging the Most High. All right. We don't come to deliver Edomites, man. We know that there's Israelites that look like Edomites. All right, and look like these other nations, but we sift that through the Word. All right, or through the Spirit. All right, but we know that at the end of the day, they will get found out, because there's no way an Edomite can learn this, man. It's impossible. Or any heathen. There's no way they could really understand this book 100%. It's impossible, man. They can't get the doctrine. All right, because the Spirit is not working with them. So we know that. So we know if any person that looks like an Edomite comes up, right, and he understands the truth, right, he can quote scriptures and break it down and have precept upon precept on a consistent basis, that means that's an Israelite. Okay? Let me get Revelations, the 6th chapter real quick. This is Revelation 6, verse 4, all right? And there went out another horse that was red, okay? And that red horse represents the Edomites, man, all right? And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, right? So his purpose was to what? Take peace from the earth, man, all right? That's why the earth everywhere around the world is in complete war, all right?